This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It's now 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Monday and the week ahead in the morning sprint.
Sydney Charles with what police say about threats linked to the Moscow murder investigation.
Destiny Richards is live at the plant farm showing us some vibrant flowers on National Poinsettia Day.
But first, let's get to Mark Peterson talking about some dense fog as you get ready to head out this morning.
And that has been the issue into the West Plains, heading westbound on I-90 and also Highway 2 out of downtown. We've seen some dense fog. It's on the move and it's going to be in and out. We don't see any major delays at the airport, but make sure you're checking your flights before you head out. There is some dense fog into the Palouse and around Pullman, so be aware of that. Our highs there are going to be around 30 degrees. We're not seeing a huge change, and in fact, throughout the day, we won't see a huge change. Temperatures in the upper 20s all day long.
And it's been 4 weeks since 4 University of Idaho students were stabbed to death in their sleep. And police are now saying they are seeing an influx of harassment and threatening behavior being directed towards certain people who have come up since the investigation started. Detectives say they are seeing a lot of rumors and misinformation being spread online, also saying they're monitoring for potential threats. Threats and harassment, whether it be online or in person, can result in criminal charges. And police continue to ask the public for tips in this case that can be helpful in detectives making an arrest and getting a prosecution. Tips, pictures, and videos can be emailed to tipline at ci.moscow.id.us, or you can call the number on your screen, 208-883-7180.
One person was hurt in a drive-by shooting near the Perry district Saturday. Police say one person was grazed in the leg and expected to recover. This happened on East 7th and South Perry around 7 o'clock Saturday night. Police pulled over a vehicle matching the description of the one involved in the shooting. They arrested 2 people who could face several charges. If you have any information about that case, you are encouraged to call Crime Check at this number, 509-456-2233.
Police say they received a call Friday for an active shooter at Lewis and Clark High School. The caller told police about a shooter that was armed with a rifle and there were multiple casualties. But the thing is, the story was not true. Multiple law enforcement agencies swarmed to the scene at LC, sealing off the block with dozens of vehicles. After about an hour, police confirmed this was in fact a hoax and everybody inside the buildings were safe. The lockdown at LC was lifted just before 12:45 that afternoon.
In news around the nation, newly appointed special counsel Jack Smith is moving fast on a pair of criminal probes regarding Donald Trump. They focus on the former president's state of mind after the 2020 election, including what he knew about plans to impede the transfer of power.
Spokane streets are filled with slush and ice. The city launched a full city plow over the weekend, which means crews are now working 24/7 to plow all the streets. Crews plan to take advantage of the warmer temperatures to remove snow from on-street parking bays in downtown. Crews started passing through downtown at 10 o'clock last night and were expected to continue working through early this morning. If you have or had a car downtown, you were asked to park outside of the highlighted snow event area or in off-street parking. That parking was restricted until 6 a.m., so you're good to go now.
On this National Poinsettia Day, we have been live at the plant farm talking all about vibrant, beautiful poinsettias. The plant farm starts months ahead of time to get them all ready for their poinsettia tours in November, but there are still plenty left here. The standard red, as well as so many other beautiful colors. You can go to our website, kxly.com, for more information about caring for these poinsettias through the holiday season and beyond.
The National Fire Protection Association says nearly 800 house fires are caused by holiday decorations. One small misstep could cause a fire with devastating results. Spokane Fire Chief Brian Schaefer says keep your house safe, and it starts with checking your lights. For people with real trees in their homes, Chief Schaefer says make sure to keep them hydrated at all times. And if you're putting up holiday lights outside your house, use those little light hangers instead of staple guns.
Oil prices climbing more than 1% with a pipeline from Canada to the U.S. still out of commission and Russia threatening to cut production. Still no word what caused the leak in the Keystone Pipeline or when it would be fixed, but lower demand for gas driving down prices across the country. AAA says the national average for a gallon of regular is down 13 cents compared to a week ago and 2 cents from a year ago.
Investors are bracing for a couple of big market movers this week. Tomorrow, we get the latest look at inflation with the release of the Consumer Price Index. Also tomorrow, the Fed's Open Market Committee kicks off its last 2-day meeting of the year. Economists widely expect it'll raise interest rates again.
Coming up next on Good Morning America, inside the release of Brittney Griner, the tense negotiations to free her and how the WNBA star got back to the U.S. We hear from the U.S. official who is with Griner on her journey home. We'll check weather one more time with Mark Peterson next.